Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with my March favorites. It does not seem possible that I have to film my March favorites now. Like, I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I just filmed my February favorites, but here we are in April and here are my favorites for the month of March. I don't have a lot of favorites to share with you guys for this month. I didn't really try too many new products this month. I kept everything pretty simple when it came to makeup. I've been doing a lot of traveling in March and I've basically been living out of a makeup bag for a few weeks now. So I have been kind of keeping things pretty simple when it comes to wearing makeup and things like that. But I do have a few things that I want to share with you guys, so I am just going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that I have are these Garnier Clean Refreshing Remover Cleansing Towelettes, and these are to use to remove your makeup. I basically just use these to remove my foundation before I start to use my cleanser. I think it is so important to remove foundation before you wash your face with your cleanser, because when you take off that foundation, it's allowing your cleanser to really get into your pores like it would when you're not wearing makeup. Where I feel like if you're wearing foundation, yes, your cleanser does take off your foundation, but your face isn't going to get as clean as it would if you removed your foundation before you washed with your cleanser. These are for normal skin and these are oil-free, so I feel like if you do have oily skin, you could use these to kind of help take off any oil. I use these on myself. I've used these on my clients. So like I was saying in the beginning, I have been keeping my makeup very, very simple. I haven't really been wearing too much eyeshadow. The most eyeshadow that I wear is just a color in the crease and a color on the lid and brow bone. So for my crease, I have been using MAC Soft Brown. I kind of forget about my MAC eyeshadows just because they were never really eyeshadows that I gravitated towards too much. I would always kind of reach for my Morphe eyeshadows, but I have started loving MAC Soft Brown. Again, I think this is a great crease color for anybody, whether you have fair skin or you are tan. I feel like anybody can use this color. I do think that Soft Brown looks very, very similar to Deep Skin from Morphe. So if you're wanting something a little bit cheaper that's very comparable to the MAC eyeshadow, definitely go with Deep Skin from Morphe. Then for my eyelid color and my inner tear duct color, I talked to you guys about this in last month's favorites, but the eyeshadow that I use for my eyelid is MAC Vanilla. This is my go-to eyeshadow. It's such a pretty color. It's very light, so it's very brightening on the eye. It also is really great for brightening that inner corner when you are wearing kind of a smoky eye or any kind of dark colors on the lid. And then the color that I have been reaching for to highlight my brow bone is MAC Brule. I kind of forgot about this color too. This used to be my go-to brow highlight color for such a long time. And this is just a really great skin tone color. It's more of a creamy color. It's not going to be like MAC Vanilla, where MAC Vanilla is definitely more of a bright, like really light color. This is more of a skin tone color. So I meant to talk to you guys about this at the beginning of the video, but I totally forgot to mention it. So I have been trying out different foundation samples right now from Sephora just because I am kind of in the in-between stages. I'm going to be getting a self-tanner soon, so I don't want to go out and buy a foundation that will match my self-tanner perfectly until I know like what shade I'm going to be in, you know, if that makes sense. So I've been trying out some different foundations and I got a sample of the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, and I have this in the shade light medium beige. This is like a little bit too dark. They used the Sephora Skin ID on me and it didn't match my skin perfectly. It was definitely way too dark for my skin. Like if you look at my face compared to my chest, you guys can see there's quite a difference there, but I've been using this anyway even though it doesn't really match me too well. I try to brighten up my face with a little bit of concealer. So I really like this foundation. I think it is amazing. It's a full coverage and I've been really reaching for full coverage foundations lately, which is not like me at all. My skin's just kind of going through a phase right now called stressed and exhausted, so I need all the coverage I can get and all of the like brightening I can get to make me look more awake and everything. I do really like this. What I like about it is that it is a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel super heavy on my face. That was something that really made me never want to use a full coverage foundation again, because I used to use the Laura Mercier Silk Cream foundation, and that was like so heavy on my skin. Like my face just, I felt like it was like settling into my face. It felt horrible. But what I like about this is that it is that full coverage, but it doesn't feel like it's settling into my face. It feels very lightweight. To apply foundation, I have started using this brush from e.l.f. I have no idea what the name of this brush is. I will link it in the description bar below. It doesn't tell me what the name is. It just says that it is from e.l.f. But this is a foundation brush from them, and what I like about this is that it kind of reminds me of a stippling brush in a way. It's definitely more of a rounded brush, but this is just really nice to really buff my foundation into my skin. I feel like it really blends out everything. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It's a little bit different. This one is more not quite as dense as the Real Techniques brush, but I do really like it. Another brush that I have been loving, I finally got my hands on after searching everywhere for this brush. I searched online, it was always out of stock, and then my Target finally had it in the store. This is the e.l.f. contouring brush. I heard good and bad things about this brush, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up because it's only $6, so I mean, if it's terrible, then it's not like you spent like a whole bunch of money on it. But I really like it. I think this is great for really chiseling out your face and really sculpting when you contour. I really like it. It's definitely a pretty dense brush, and I think that's what a lot of people didn't like about it, is because it is super dense, but I think it's pretty comparable to the NARS contour brush, and it's so much cheaper than the NARS brush. The only thing I have a problem with, which I have had a problem with e.l.f. brushes in the past, is, you guys can't see probably, but it's kind of starting to shed just a little bit. But I mean, with the brushes being $6, you can easily like go and replace this brush if you feel like you need to, and not all brushes are $6. Some of them are cheaper. Like the eyeshadow brushes are around like $3. So, I mean, you know, if your brush starts to shed too much where you feel like you need to replace it, you can do that pretty comfortably. So, and then for contouring, I have been trying out the NYX Contour Kit. I love this contour kit. I've been seeing it for a while, and my Ulta never had it in stock. So, I have been trying this one out for a little bit now. So I do really like it. I actually have a NYX Contour Kit review and demo coming soon. So for contouring, I have mostly been using this shade here. It's a pretty good shade for my skin tone. Lastly, I just have a couple of hair products to talk to you guys about. The first one is a mousse. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Boost It Volume Inject Mousse 24-hour body and volume. I've never really been one to use too many hair care products just because, I don't know, I've never just really been one to want to use hair care to really take that much time to style my hair and stuff like that. But I noticed that when I cut my hair, I wanted my hair to have a lot more volume because it was shorter, and I just really wanted to have some extra volume into my hair. So I picked this up after some people recommended it to me on YouTube. So I picked up this mousse. I do really like it. I feel like it adds quite a bit of volume into my hair. Today is not a very good example to talk about my hair because I haven't washed my hair for a few days. But I do feel like it gives my hair a lot of volume. I think it does really add quite a bit of volume into my hair, but I like to use this along with the L'Oreal Boost It High Lift Creation Spray. This is Instant Lift and Fullness, and this is also a backcombing finisher. I tend to tease my hair or backcomb my hair quite a lot. I know it's like really bad for your hair, but it just kind of gives me that extra volume that I like. And I also have a really bad cowlick in the back that I like to kind of tease the hair and just kind of shape it to cover that place in the back. Alrighty guys, so that is it for my March favorites. Like I said, I really didn't have that many products to share with you guys this month. I'm hoping that next month I have a few more makeup favorites to share with you guys, or hair favorites or something to share with you guys, but this month I've been keeping it pretty simple, or I guess last month for March I've been keeping it pretty simple. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do. That way you always know when I upload a new video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video.